Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? It's so good to have you back here again. My name is Stella. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm a Nigerian living in Brazil. I moved to Brazil 2 months ago. Presently I'm learning the language because if you don't know, now you know that Brazilians don't speak English. They speak Portuguese, like strictly Portuguese. It is very hard for you to see somebody that is speaking English unless you ask them, like, do you speak English? And it is not common for you to see somebody that speak English. So they speak Portuguese, and if you want to like really like survive in this country, you have to learn the language. So right now I am learning Portuguese. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. That is my life. I have classes Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then at night I also have an online class that is organized by some English speakers to help us improve the ones we are, the class, because the Portuguese that was being taught in the class, it is more like, they don't understand English, so there's no way they are going to like explain deep for you. So we have these other classes also that are organized by our seniors that got here before us, so that they can help us, to understand the language. So that is my life lately. Wake up in the morning, go to the class, that kind of thing. So I just took down my braids, so so I have my hair now. One of the problems I'm having right now is how to get this hair done, because the state I am in Brazil is, I don't know if here is the north or south. I don't know. I'm in Espírito Santo, and this place is, I've not seen a single Nigerian in this place. In my class, I am the only Nigerian. Like, I've not seen a single Nigerian. I met a lady at the Feira the other day. She heard me speak English. She was like, wow, that she's been here for like 5 years. She's a Nigerian. We exchanged number. It's only got, I think the lady gave me a wrong number. I don't know. She was one that said, let me give you my number. Make sure you send me a message. I said, okay. Then I give her the phone. When I got home, I was sending message to the number. I realized the number was not on WhatsApp. So I think she gave me a wrong number, because of course she wouldn't have given me a Nigerian number if she knows the number is not on WhatsApp. And I was not the one that asked for a number. She was the one that asked to give a number to me, that she does not have a phone there, that I should make sure I message her. But I feel so bad because I felt she mistakenly gave me a wrong number. So that was it. For 2 months I've not seen any Nigerian, and right now I'm scared for my life, because how do I make my hair? How do I make my hair? Oh God, I don't even know. Although I have wigs, but I need to make like cornrows at least, and I can't. I think right now I have to learn how to make it, because this is no longer funny. So guys, today let's talk about ways for if you are Nigerians and you want to move to Brazil. What route can you use? Okay, I think one of the best routes you can use to migrate to any country at all, not only Brazil, to any country, is to go as a student. I always say this one. So you are coming to, if you want to come to Brazil, or you are looking, okay, you want to migrate, you want to come to Brazil, try to come through the student routes, okay? Because education in Brazil is 100% free. If you are going to the public schools, you don't pay school fees in schools, in universities. As an undergraduate student, as a master student, as a PhD student, name it, you don't pay any kind of fee. There's no school fees. It is completely free. If they are talking about scholarship in Brazil, their scholarship means when the government gives you money to live as a student. That is what it means by scholarship. When someone says I have a scholarship in Brazil, it means the government is paying the person. If you are going to school, it is not a scholarship, because it is already free. We can also call it a scholarship kind of, but there are some master students that got admitted with no scholarship. That does not mean that they are going to pay school fees. It means at that moment there is no space to take stipend from government, so you have to take care of yourself, like your bills, your house rent, and all those things. So education in Brazil is completely 100% free. I don't know if you are going to private schools. I've never even like make research about those ones, but if you are going to the schools that is funded by the Brazilian government, it is free. You don't have to pay. So if you are interested, you can look out for the opening of PECG. I came through the PECG scholarship it was a bit PECG was a bit hectic, like getting the scholarship, going through it. I don't know if it is only like that in Nigeria or if it is like that in other countries, but it is a bit difficult, like the submission of the documents, the uploading, all those stuffs, then coming down to the visa part, coupled with the fact that I am not in Nigeria when I applied. It is a lot, but I'm grateful for the opportunity that was given to me by the government of Brazil. And bro, I'm planning to make the use of it to the maximum. I want to make sure that I make the best out of it, out of the opportunity that was given to me. So you can look out for the PECG scholarship. We also have the GCOP. GCOP is for the masters. Okay, if you want to come as a student to study in Brazil on scholarship, like directly on scholarship, you can look out for the PECG scholarship. You can look out for the GCOP scholarship. There are also other scholarship as well, but those are the two I know about for now. But there is other thing that you can do if you don't want to, because GCOP and PECG have a specific time. Like for PECG now, the admission is just once in a year. The resumption is always around January, February, March. So by June, July, the link will be out to apply for the main scholarship itself. Although there are some preparations you have to do before then, like some other things. I don't want to give out much details about that, but the thing is, the resumption is always around January, February, March. Then for GCOP, I don't know the resumption, but I think they have a specific time the portal or the link is open. But there are other ways you can go around it, especially for master students. You can look for schools in Brazil. Look for schools, university that they have so many. University of Sao Paulo, University of Rio de Janeiro, a lot of it. You can go to their website, contact them. Send a mail to the coordinator. There's a way you contact them. Okay, you need to come and study. If you get admitted in one of those schools, they are going to give you the documents you need to apply for your visa in Nigeria. So if you get admitted to a school, directly to a school, without going through any PECG, without going through any scholarship program, they will also give you documents you need. Okay, these are the things you need to do. Then you need a statement of accounts. It is not even too much, like around 10 million naira for if you are not a scholarship student. If you are a scholarship student, if you are a scholarship student and you are not getting the scholarship immediately, like for me now, PECG, you are going to learn the language for a whole year. Then by your second year, you start your main class. Okay, for the whole year, the government is not going to pay you for that. You have to learn the language, and that means your bills, your feeding, your house rent, you are the one that's going to pay it. There are some schools that have provision. They have vacant houses, like their campus is open, they take students, they give them houses. There are some that does not have those things. So if you fall in the category of schools that does not have provision, they don't have house, maybe the houses is filled up, they don't have provision for accommodation, definitely you have to pay your rent. That is why even as a scholarship student, you have to show a little amount of money, maybe like 3-4 million, not even up to that, even if you gain a scholarship. But if you did not have the scholarship immediately, you have to show up to like 10 million naira to come to Brazil as a student. And let me tell you this, if you apply for a student visa in Brazil, if you do everything right, there's the rate of rejection or the rate of denial is very, very low. If you're applying for a student visa to come to Brazil, they might keep asking you for documents. If you are not doing it right, they'll keep asking you, do this one, do that one, they'll keep asking. But it is very rare to find out that they deny a student visa. So that is because Brazilian, they value education a lot. So if you can try to come through the student route, there are so many opportunities. And if you come here as a student, if you live here for 4 years straight, you can choose to neutralize, to apply for the passport. During those time, if you have a Brazilian baby, if you have a child here, you can also get the passport. You can neutralize through the birth of the child as well. During those time, if you marry a Brazilian or you lived with them in like a union, like you guys are together for a year or more than, you can also choose to neutralize you have the dual passport. So those are the things you can do on, like, as a student, that can help you. The thing about it is that even when you study here, there is a hope, like, okay, when I'm here for a certain amount of time, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Do you understand? Okay, so another one you can use is to come as a worker. This one is a bit tricky because getting a job from abroad is like very, very hard. It's just like somebody you are in Ghana and you're trying to look for a job in Nigeria. It is very kind of tricky, you know, but some people do it. Most of the time it's always this online job or these online companies, like remote job rather, you know, to get a job in Brazil. And when they get a job, they'll feel like, let me apply for the freelance visa. There's something they call the digital nomad visa. Yeah, so you can use that as well to come into the country. So for that one, you'll be working, or maybe a particular company will bring you in to work for them. You work for them, you get paid, and you live in the country and you explore. And after a certain period of time, you can choose to, okay, I want to be a Brazilian, you know. There are so many opportunities to be in Brazil, actually, so we'll talk about that one as well. So you can come as a student, you can come as a worker. Another one is if you have a family in Brazil. The family should be like your father, your mother, your siblings, or your spouse. If your wife or your husband lives in Brazil, it is very easy for you to come to Brazil. Okay, so they do this thing called the family reunion visa. If you have a residency in Brazil, you can apply for your family. That's what I'm explaining to you. So if your husband is in Brazil, tell them to apply for you. So we call it the family reunion visa. If you have children, this one is a bit tricky as well, although it is very possible, it is doable. The thing is that you need additional documents. You have to prove the relationship, like you have to prove how do you prove that the child is yours, showing their birth certificate and some other documents. You have to authorize, if the child is coming with somebody, maybe the child is coming with the father or the child is coming with the mother, you have to authorize the father to bring the child. You have to authorize the government of Brazil, the immigration, the consular general in Lagos to give the child a visa. You have to sign the calling person form. You have to write an invitation letter, you know. And after writing all those documents, the person in Brazil will authorize them. It's just like going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and authorizing some documents. So you have to authorize that document in Brazil and send it as hard copy to Nigeria. Because when it gets there, the other parent there is also like going to put some things together. Then you do the application for them. And within a couple of months, they'll come. So if you can come as a student, you can come as a worker. If you have a family in Brazil, you can come as well. And if you meet a Brazilian sweetheart online, and you guys want to get married or something, the person can come to Nigeria to marry you. Then you can come through the spousal route as well, spousal route. So that one is still under the family reunion visa. Do you get? Yeah. So it's like that. Some people also choose to come through the visit visa. If you come to Brazil, if you apply for a visit visa to Brazil, now they give you 1 year visa. They will give you a 1 year, but you are entitled to stay for just 3 months. So before the 3 months elapse, if you feel like you want to stay longer, you have to go and extend that visa. You don't have to apply for visa again. You just have to extend it. Okay, I'm staying more than 3 months, so extend it for me. You can extend it in Brazil. While you are on the visit visa, you can do a lot of things. You can take short courses. You can. Some people even give birth. They will find it is. I don't know how they do it though, but it's after they enter Brazil, that is when they realize that they are pregnant. Me, I don't know about that one, but you can choose to take some short courses. You can choose to study Portuguese, and if you take a short course and you were able to get a job, you might be somebody can just employ you and do the work visa for you. So those are the way. And most importantly, if you are planning to come to Brazil, start learning to speak Portuguese. So all this Portuguese that you are learning on Duolingo, you are disturbing yourself. All this it's when you get it, you know that no, this one is not a joke. You forget everything that Duolingo is teaching, because this is real life. So take that Portuguese class seriously, because you are going to need it. I'm telling you, you are going to need it. It is very. I met the other day we went out with my roommate. I met a Brazilian guy. He speaks good English, and he was so surprised to see like somebody speaking English. It was like it's been long that he speaks English. We talked for a while, but after then, I've seen maybe at the bank when I went for opening of my, but the English is not so. They want to say something, they will be like, how do you say this? And that is the same way I feel. If I want to, I know the word, yeah, but I forgot, like, how do you say these things? So you have to make sure that the first thing on your list is to learn the language. And trust me, if you can learn it, if you can speak it, you have a whole lot of opportunity lining up for you. And that is how it is. So guys, if you have anything you want to know about Brazil and you want me to talk about it, start sending me messages. Let's do this. So Brazil content, yeah, let's make it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.